each has a cheek. What's up?
Love
that. So what's up, guys? Just hanging out.
Well, Cisco is going to Starling City in an upcoming episode.
Oh, yeah.
How much is he geeking out, and what can you kind of tease about his adventures there?
Black Canary. That's all I'm going to say. I mean, Cisco reacts to Black Canary, I mean, in pretty much, you know, the way you would expect, not just given the trailer, but also understanding the kind of person that Cisco is. You know, he's a huge dork, you know. He loves this stuff. So meeting the Black Canary, I think, was probably the highlight of his Starling City trip. It's not, yeah, that's all I'm going to say about that.
Cisco's a fan favorite character that's not only the comic relief, but really the heart of the show. So what's it like to play a character like that, and what do you admire most about him?
You know, obviously, like when I go into work and I do what I do as Cisco, I don't visualize it as I'm gonna go be the heart of the show right now. You know what I mean? That's not something that, it doesn't filter that way. I'm just trying to tell an honest and compelling story. And fortunately, like, I've been given this amazing clay to work with, you know what I mean? Like, this is a character that was given, like, a very specific and distinct life, you know, in the comic books, especially in the 80s, like 84 when he came out. And it's nice to be able to color that character with something completely new. And so I'm just trying to give service to that, you know, and I think it works in our favor that the character like represents the fan base, you know, so well. You know what I mean? It's kind of like it's the bridge, it's the medium through which the fans relate to the show and, you know, find their reactions, you know. So it's kind of brilliant, and I feel privileged to be able to be that. Yeah.
I was wondering if you actually knew the history of the character of Cisco. So I'm curious, are you at all even interested, or do you like the place where Cisco is now, or would you like to kind of get into tights and get out into the city yourself?
I mean, look, let's be real. Who doesn't want to get into tights, right? Who doesn't want their own superhero costume?
But you'd be Vibe. And that's...
Yeah, if we were to follow the trajectory of the comic books, I would be Vibe. Yeah, that'd be super exciting. I know in the like New 52 and actually even the original, there was more of like a sleeveless thing going on. I don't know if I got the guns to pull it off right now.
Can you pop and lock though? Can you break it down?
I mean, maybe I could do a little bit of this, maybe pop and lock like that. But like my worm is the best. My worm. You can't be my worm. I'm trying to work on the backwards work. That's anyway. So yeah, that's about as much as I can let you.
Yeah. The lab kind of nerd or resident geek is always kind of someone who's a lot of people can identify as. You kind of touched on a little bit. Is there, any past kind of archetype that you've kind of patterned Cisco on?
I started thinking of him as a comic relief because, when we look at the skeleton of it, like bare bones, like that's how it was set up originally, I think. You know what I mean? Like that sort of like additional mechanism for finding levity in moments,
right.
Moments that are otherwise grim. You know what I mean? And so it kind of like blossomed and became something else. We weren't sure what it was going to be. I was very basic at first. And it's like, this is comic relief. I get it. I get what I'm doing here. But as this character grew more life, he became more than that. He's actually a very sensitive person who lends a lot of heart and a lot of friendship to these characters, and at times allows them to find that courage and find that heart in pivotal moments when they need it most. So it's kind of becoming its own different thing. And I'm not just looking at the character's role in the dynamic, but I'm also looking at Cisco from an individual perspective. Like, what's his trajectory? What is he trying to find? What is he developing over the course of the seasons? So that's what I'm thinking about. Yeah.
The Flash is really pushing diversity on television forward in a really positive way.
Yeah.
And Cisco is one of the smartest Latino characters we see on TV right now.
Thank you.
Yeah. I'm just wondering, I know it's the first season, but have you heard from a lot of young Latino fans that have told you what that means to see you in that role?
Oh my gosh, like you wouldn't even imagine. And I think using the Spanish as part of the dialogue in the episodes really furthers that. It really creates a deeper connection between this character and the Latino fan base. That's not just proud that a Latino character is being represented so well on television, but also that their language and their culture is also being represented on the screen. So I feel incredibly privileged that I get to have that opportunity. But it also makes complete sense to me. This isn't anything special. You know what I mean? It shouldn't be anything special to have a smart Latino character. You know what I mean? Because we're employing casting that reflects the world that we live in. And in the world that we live in, we have smart people of all types. We have. It's just that's just the society that we live in. So, yeah.
How does the dynamic in Star Labs change now? And you guys don't know what happened to Dr. Wells, but obviously now we're kind of at a big turning point, and I imagine that the mood or the atmosphere is going to change.
Mm-hmm. Most definitely. George had water. So there's definitely a shift. I think 15 was the start of that shift, episode 15 out of time, where everything starts to kind of funnel in, and secrets start to get revealed, and momentum starts to get gained in terms of figuring out that goal and figuring out what it is and how to solve that problem. There's something that's about to happen in the next episode, which will air not this Tuesday, but the following one, that will actually prove to be a game changer. And it involves Cisco, and it involves technology. And it's this very event that allows the team to further their involvement in finding out who Harrison Wells is and, finding the justice that Barry's looking for. So you can expect some of that.
Well, actually, I wanted to follow up on his question.
Sure.
You, in the episode where there's the massive fan outcry, and I want to congratulate you on an amazing performance.
Thank you.
When everybody's heart was literally broken.
So was mine, literally.
Yeah, exactly. Are we going to, one time, without really giving anything away, are we going to kind of revisit that scenario from an alternative point of view? Perhaps,
Yes,
or?
That timeline will be revisited in a very interesting way.
Mm-hmm.
That's all I'm going to say.
Okay.
Since episode 15, like you mentioned, it's pretty much been like a season finale, like every episode. So, as an actor in the show, what is it like for you when you get these scripts that are just literally jaw-dropping?
I can't wait. It's like candy. It really is. And I love candy. I'm addicted to candy. So basically, anytime we get the new script, it's... I mean, Danielle says the same thing. Every time we get it, it's like we can't wait to just like leaf through it and just like see what everything happens. We just eat it up every time we get a new one. So we get a new episode, and I'm like, I can't wait for the next one. In fact, I just had a realization that we were already shooting our last episode. We're not going to get a new script, and that's such a bummer. I have to wait till like the summer to get a new script. It sucks. Sorry. Anyway.
They've sort of set
We have
up
time for
a-
one last question. Go ahead.
They've sort of set up a sibling rivalry between you and Pied Piper Hartley. I was wondering if you're really hoping to see that brotherhood, that strange brotherhood, develop a little bit further. And
Yeah.
if your character is one that hopefully will bring him to the good side, so to speak.
Ooh. Yeah, I would love to see that. I think that'd be really smart and really captivating to be able to have Hartley Rathway come back. I mean, the way that they set it up, it looks like he's going to come back, right? I mean, that's the way I see it. So when he comes back, yeah, I'd love to see how his relationship to Cisco changes, because they definitely did have that sort of sibling rivalry that, surmounted to a fight, essentially. I'm interested to see like how that relationship gets played with, especially as the team builds and the Flash gains more notoriety as a lifesaver, a hero. You know what I mean? And yeah, I don't know where Hartley is right now, but I'm sure he's plotting something.
Do you have a favorite robe?
Sorry, I gotta grab him.
Sorry.